Hi YouTube, it's Kathleen, aka Halon Poisoning. Um, this is my first live stream video. I mean, I know I can technically do it on my phone, but I think when I do these kind of videos, I much prefer to use my webcam if I can. I've done it on my phone with Facebook, but um, never on YouTube, and I think I decided to just try it with my laptop at first. Um, I'm pretty sure you saw the title, and um, it's been quite 2019's kind of been a fairly busy year for me, and um, this is going to be a big announcement. And I think I've hinted this already to you guys, but I'm making this I don't want to say official announcement, but like close to being official. It's regards to a decision I have decided to make. Um, I have decided to move back, or I guess I don't really want to say move back because it's not. I don't know why. I'm trying to avoid using that term, but I am moving to Ohio later this year. I have made the decision to do that. And as I've mentioned before, I did used to live there when I was a little kid. Um, and I and I have made a decision to move back home. And I really should have rehearsed this. Someone left. um, okay, losing my train of thought here. But the reason that I have decided to move is, number one, I have actually gotten. It's kind of a big list of reasons, really, but like, the two main reasons being that I really miss my cousins that are up there. It's kind of most of my family that's in my age group is up there. I have a lot of family here in Florida, but the thing is, kind of always just, and it's really nobody's fault. If anything, it's kind of my own fault, but I've always kind of felt very out of place here, and I think it'd be easier if I just am with relatives that are in my own age group. But the other reason being is I have gotten very sensitive to the climate down here, and my father had the same issue when he lived down here many moons ago, as did most of his family. Um, basically what it is I've gotten. It's like something about us is almost just not made to live in tropical climates. Like, I'm real sensitive to the heat, the humidity, get very sensitive to the sun, and I'm allergic to palm trees and possibly other tropical plants as well. And so it's gotten to the point where it's just become very uncomfortable. So, I decided it was in my best interest to move back home, and it's that's kind of it. Um, but the other thing is, Ohio is a great opportunity for trade school. They don't really have much of that, at least not in my town. We just have FSCJ, and that's it. And that place is going downhill very fast. I won't get into too much detail. Y'all can find that out. Can try to learn more about that yourselves. But if I wanted to get into any kind of trade or technical schooling, like I've always wanted to do, the closest would be about 70 miles from here, and it's or more like 80 really. I don't know how far Daytona is from here exactly. I think it's like 80 miles, but it'd just be too much to try to. Oh, by the way, who's watching? I see one person watching. Who are you? Okay. On Facebook, it'll show me who's watching, but here, apparently not. And but whereas in the town in Ohio that I'm moving to, there's several options for trade and technical and apprentice. That kind of thing I'm going to worry more about when I actually move up there, just so I can kind of take everything one step at a time. But it's really narrowed down to the two reasons I mentioned earlier, but that's kind of another big reason. And so I'm still kind of, it is something I had thought about for a very long time. But I mean, definitely when it's boiling down to it, you really begin to have this thought of, okay, is this really what I want to do? What am I leaving behind? So I've booked a flight. I'm flying up there for a few days in March to look at jobs and kind of get to know my living situation up there, basically. And, just to really make sure that this is what I want to do. And so that way it's not like I'm just putting myself in this position of, okay, what's going on? It's that way I really know what I'm getting myself into exactly. I mean, we'll never know what we're getting into 100% until we're actually there. I mean, for all we know, the moving van could crash and we could all die. But I'm not going to lay around and try to think that. So rather, I will just, you can't go by what you don't know. You just have to go by what you do know. So that was a big decision. And I'll probably, after I get back, I may even do another live stream or a very least webcam video where I talk about my final decision and what I did and kind of what I came to the realization of afterwards. So you guys can be on the lookout for that. I don't want to pinpoint a date exactly, but that's that probably will happen. So that is a big thing. Now, I mean, as you guys know, it was only last year that I moved in with my grandmother, and I just came to live here temporarily up until I knew what my situation was going to be, because I was pretty sure at some point I was going to end up moving out of state, most likely to Ohio, and I kind of came to my final decision on that. And like I said, it's something I thought about for a long time, but I can't say it was the easiest decision I've ever had to make. In fact, it's probably one of the hardest. And but nobody goes through adulthood without having to make some very hard decisions. And I mean, I'm 20, going on 21 now, and I've kind of been in a state of really just wanting to put a lot behind me and kind of move on. And so I kind of have thought about this as like starting a new world, or starting a new life in an old world is what I've been calling this. And so that's that. But another thing I have, so this is why I said "and other things" in the title. You guys probably remember about a year and a half, I managed to log back into my old Specialized Child 462 account that I had when I was 13. I have made the decision that I think I'm going to close that account. Reason being is, as I mentioned earlier, just wanting to put stuff behind me. I was looking at a lot of stuff. I remember already when I had stopped using that account several years ago, that I had deleted like half the content on it, and now that I look back on it, there's really only about 50 out of like the 400 videos I made, which I don't even understand how I had the time to do that back then, because I seem to never have the time for that now. There's really only like maybe 50 of them that really mean anything to me, like significantly. Yeah, I know it's a lot of me when I was younger going, oh, wish I kind of miss those good old days, but honestly, not really. And so what I will be doing is some of those videos, I'm gonna be archiving some of them. Quite a few of them, I probably will re-upload on this channel. But even then, some of them are probably gonna be edited. Like some of my old summer camp videos, I'm probably gonna morph a lot of those just into one video. If I made like 7 videos during summer camp, I'm probably just gonna morph that all into one again when I find the time to do that. And so that is that. So I don't know when I'll pull that account down, but it was. But I actually decided that a while back, but just I wanted to make sure I could announce it to y'all first, and I realized I had never done that, so now I've done it. And if you guys want, I can post a bulletin, let you guys know when I'm going to take that account down when I've made the decision on that. But that was another big decision I made for you that really regards to YouTube. So that, I guess that is that. I don't really, other than that, I don't really have a whole lot for you guys, but that was really the big update to give, was that I was moving, and as well as I was going to be taking my old account down. But anyways, I hope y'all have a good night. I am Halon Poisoning, and I guess I'm going to sign off just right here because I don't really have anything else to say for now. Good night. Are you sure you want to end the stream? End.